All right, everybody, it's Texas here. It's been a while since I've done an unboxing and stuff, and I've got one that I've been meaning to do for a while. Actually, I've got a couple that I'm gonna be doing once I get a chance. These things, I'm always got something going on lately, it seems, so I haven't had a chance, but I thought I'd do at least a quick one. And this was from Orbit, which I got back around, yeah, in August. So yeah, about a month and a half ago or so. And let's see what we've got in here. Here we go. Yeah, I always like the fact that Orbit gives you a bill of lading and stuff. So okay, so all right. So the first couple of things. It's this one. There's nothing out there, and I had this on my list. It's a slasher kind of comedy, just recently, finally released on Blu-ray. I want to thank Live Style Rewind also for reminding me about it because she had asked me if I'd seen it, and I said, "Oh yeah," and I said, "Thanks for reminding me because that's something I wanted to pick up." So, yeah, this is pretty, pretty cool. And apparently, there's a lot of stuff on this. I saw this. I believe it was on Shutter or maybe Prime or something. But there's like home movies, a lot of cool stuff that they added. So it's like 2 discs, tons of like extras, um, interviews, commentary. You get the gist of that one. But yeah, it's basically about a guy named Mike, and and every time his obsession with horror movies, and the rules dictate that no matter where he goes, he can't help but expect to find a monster lurking around every corner. But this time, his paranoia might be justified. And I know a few people like that, but anyway, there's nothing out there. There isn't, as far as I'm concerned. So you know. And then secondly, got the second site version of Green Room. We did a watch along for this not too long ago, and Corey from Wilkie's Music and More joined us for that. He had never seen this. I needed to upgrade this, so there's a bunch of different, an audio commentary by the director from. He did Blue Ruin as well. I was kind of starting to think maybe he's gonna do all his, movies with the color in the title. But yeah, there's some excellent stuff. There's archive featurette, which was on the DVD, and I think a lot of people know about this. It comes with the slipcase with new artwork, 6 collector's cards, and a 120-page book with a bunch of essays and things. And that's the one thing I really love, about Second Sight and everything. And rest in power, Anton Yelkin. He was one of the ones that really made this film. So all right. And then the next one here is the big one here, the Flesh and Blood Show, the horror films of Pete Walker. Um, this is kind of a double dip for me because I have them. I got them in the sets that Yow that Aquino um, released, but there were a couple extra movies. But this looks like there's art cards in here as well, and a booklet too. These are brand new 2K remasters, it says, from the original camera negatives. And says they have uh, mono sound mono soundtracks with optional subtitles, new and archival audio commentaries, with a whole bunch of people and things like that. And the original trailers, yeah, rigid slipcase, 8 art cards, 56-page perfect bound book featuring introduction by Pete Walker, The House of Walker by Simon Sheridan, an archive interview from 1976, plus essays by John Towson and Barry Forshaw, reversible sleeves with new art by Sean Longmore, and original poster artwork. It says it includes the 3D sequence for the Flesh and Blood show presented in both Anaglyph 3D, which you get 2 pairs of 3D glasses included, and in 2D. So pretty much it has. It says, well, I'll just read you off the films: Die Screaming Marianne, The Flesh and Blood Show, House of Whipcord, Frightmare, The House of Mortal Sin, Schizo, and The Comeback. The funny thing about him is that, he made these horror movies, or terror movies as he preferred to call them. He used to kind of do like sex comedies beforehand, and then he got into the horror genre, and he always kind of tried to say that he wasn't really into doing that. But I don't know, he's made some great ones, and I don't know, I just wanted to check this out. This was from 88 Films, and I thought, why not? Because I really like his films, and especially he had this one character actress, British character actress named Sheila Keith, and man, she can play. She could play a psycho really well. And I was looking at her IMDb not too long ago, and there was things where she was playing a grandma and things like that, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I could take that after seeing her play such, crazy like roles. But yeah, I did want to kind of compare a little bit of this with the Kino ones, because they're basically in 2 collections off that Redemption label. This one included House of Whipcord, Schizo, Die Screaming, Marianne, and The Comeback. They weren't really weren't really in order, but they do have a lot of interviews. Each one has interviews and also has commentaries, etc. House of Whipcord, though, is, yeah, one of my favorites. Where this girl who's a model, she gets lured to go into this, what she thinks is like a modeling job, if I remember correctly. But it's a private reform school where she's punished for her sexually liberated behavior by a zealous warden, and it's a brutal film. Some of it's really like hard to watch, but it's really good. And then there's, like I said, Schizo's on this one. That's another really good one. Die Screaming Marianne is kind of one of my least favorites, although it has Susan George in it. She's amazing. The Comeback is another good one where Jack Jones, the American singer, famous for that American television theme song that we've all grown to know and love. The fuck boat, exciting and new, come aboard. Oh, never mind. But yeah, well, that's what that show was really about. They didn't need to call it the Love Boat. They should have just called it the Fuck Boat, because that's what everybody was, wanting to exchange bodily fluids and then get Legionnaire's disease. So, what do you know? But he basically goes to the UK to start a comeback, and he keeps seeing these apparitions, and then his wife or his ex-wife is like murdered, and hilarity ensues. There's some excellent work by Sheila Keith in that one. So on this second one, it has the Flesh and Blood show, as per apt as what the other box was called. Frightmare, House of Mortal Sin, Home Before Midnight. But this one actually includes 2 extra films: Man of Violence, also known as Moon, and The Big Switch, also known as Strip Poker. So yeah, you get those, plus you also get you know, different interviews, audio commentaries, etc. And the Flesh and Blood show does uh, have the 3D sequence, but they did not give you the glasses in this one. But Frightmare is absolutely one of my favorites. It's about a couple who were in prison and for like cannibalism, and then they get out, and you think that one of them's, well, you think both of them are reformed, but it's kind of like one isn't. And I don't want to go into too many details, but it's a great film, and that's the first one I ever saw of his. I saw pretty much all of these films when they were on Arrow a couple of years ago, which is what led me to pick them up. So I thought they were, pretty decent. And yeah, there's one Home Before Midnight though. That one, well, that's edgy. They probably nobody would do, you know, like one, uh, like a remake or even attempt to do a film like that these days. Um, but it's a decent, they're all decent in their own way, and they're really good films. So yeah, like I said, I thought I would just give this unboxing a shot and kind of do a little bit of comparisons to stuff, and like I said, shout out to Live Style Rewind for reminding me to get There's Nothing Out There. And upcoming tomorrow night on my channel, Texas Hardcore, well, Texas HXC X1965, I have a watch party by request for Blackula. Next week is probably Phantom of the Paradise. I want to do another movie called Fear City, which I definitely probably will do that, but there's another movie also that I want to do, so I may do an extra watch along this month. So just, keep your eyes open for that. Once again, I want to thank everybody for, sticking with the channel, sticking with the CWO, Juno 2000, and Sean Cinephile Sanity. Without all you guys, um, the fam, we wouldn't be around. We would probably be playing baseball, at a bodega or something. But yeah, I just want to say thanks again, and see you guys tomorrow, somewhere down the line. So take care.